All right, at this time, along with the band, I'd like to do a thing we call Live at Home.
At this moment. So, good evening, everybody. It's a bit of a different stream this time, rather than a long single-player adventure. It's time for some good old-fashioned one versus play. And with me is Kane Rince's one and only head, Leon Cox.
Hello.
Yeah, so me and Leon have been talking for the longest, like we need to play more games versus each other, and I'm kind of bad in the sense that I don't subscribe to a lot of online console services because I feel like I don't make enough use for it to make sense. Hey, hi, evening Old Bailey, evening Hayes Hill. K-Sub-Zero, actually, I played with him, I played Resident Evil 5 on Xbox 360. And I only created a subscription for that time period only, and way back when I was playing Dark Souls and Street Fighter 4 quite religiously. So finally we got the opportunity to fight each other, Leon.
Yeah, I noticed you picked a game that you know much more about than I do. So you can thrash me in public.
Nah, it's actually I'm way more familiar with the predecessor, Wartech, or Senko no Ronde 1. Ubisoft saw it fit in their infinite wisdom to rename it to Wartech for Western audiences. I guess they wanted to make some sort of Robotech connection there or something, something for Western people to latch on to. But it was
if in doubt, stick War in the title.
Yeah, exactly. And it was Wartech Senko no Ronde. Wartech : Senko no Ronde. And I think, but it didn't help because that game, it was a 360 game and it was bargain bin fodder very quickly. Yeah, this is...
What does Senko no Ronde translate as? Because I know that no is the possessive, so it's something of something or something.
Yeah, so Ronde is the Japanification of the term rondo. Like the circular dance of ballet, and
like rondo of blood.
Exactly, and Senko means something like light, so it's like a circular dance of light.
Perfect.
Yeah, beautiful, right?
I like to be educational when we do these things.
Always. You can't do these things without being educational. So my kids always hate it when I stream with them on Sunday mornings, and I give them the boring history lessons of what we're playing.
Oh, Dad.
No. Yeah, exactly. No history lessons. And so very quick history lesson before we kick this off. This is created by the studio G-Ref, which is pretty much made up of ex-Taito employees. So those were the So those were the people that mainly worked on G Darius, arcade and PlayStation 1 game. Maruyama is the head of the company, I believe, and often the lead designer. And they make games that are often rooted in shooting games, but they give it a little twist. Like they did that DS game, the tank shooter game with the cards, with the card loadouts, called Kokuga as well, with Iuchi, the designer of Ikaruga.
Yeah. I never played that. That always looked like an interesting one.
Yeah, exactly. So this is another shooting game with a twist. It's a 1 versus 1 shooting game. Should have come out a bit earlier, I think. In the mid 90s for it to make more of a splash, I think. But enough waffle, I guess. Let's have at it, right?
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yes, I'm ready. Look, I'm okay. I'm ready.
Did you get the DLC per chance?
I had to get the DLC.
Yeah.
I couldn't not have DLC when it's attached to two such cool properties.
Yeah.
But I haven't. I only had a quick go of Temjin so far. But yeah, literally, there's a almost, I don't know, bewildering array, but certainly a reasonably large array of characters and loadouts to select from.
Yeah.
And at this point, just to let people know, we had a brief session just to test out that it was working, and I basically knew the absolute basics. But there is a ton of untried stuff here for me to
Yeah.
and for you as well, probably.
For me as well, yeah. I think throughout these 3 streaming sessions, and I've planned 3 in, we're going to find our favorite loadouts. I think that's the journey of discovery, right?
I got a network error.
Oh, okay.
It's probably too long since you sent me the invitation.
Right.
Send me another.
Sure. Okay, I think I need to back out of here. In the meantime, network area, I got it as well. In the meantime, Steak Eater ESP, who we played Street Fighter 5 with online, if I'm not mistaken.
Steak Eater.
Yeah, he asked us, has this one still got Fabian the Fast Man in it, and it definitely does, and it's indeed a name to remember. But the DLC that we were talking about, it's got the Valken suit from Assault Suit Valken on the Super Nintendo. Or the Super Famicom in there, and it's got Temjin from Virtual On in there. Let me see. I need to resend you the invite, right?
Yeah.
There we go.
There was a re-release of Assault Suit. So was it the other one, wasn't it? The other game in the series. They did a PS4 re-release a few years
that was Assault Suit Lenos.
That's the one.
Also known as Target Earth on the Mega Drive. Yeah.
Yes.
Look at us just sprinkling knowledge around, just off the top of the head.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm interested as we play to get into the games that this makes us think of as well, because that's a sort of interesting. Because it sort of, I wouldn't say it's exactly a derivative game, but having said that, it's got loads of little elements of other titles kind of liberally sprinkled throughout. Takes a lot of influence.
Yeah, definitely. So I've just to please Steak Eater. So I don't know if you can follow the chat, Leon, but K-Sub-Zero said, leave it to these 2 historians to not getting any gameplay done on account of listing off every bit of trivia about this game first.
and that's likely to happen.
Yeah, and Hayes Hill says, let him indulge themselves a bit.
Okay, we'll do some shooting.
Yeah. So yeah, just for Steak Eater, I've picked Fabian the Fast Man. Oh, and I picked Lily with the napalm. Yeah, I didn't mean to, but I've made my pick.
Are you going to explain a little bit about the characters, or should we do that after we've had a little?
Yeah, let's do that afterwards. We've been doing a lot of talking up until now.
I mean, I know nothing, so right. So when we played practice the other day, I just could not stop myself from spamming the. Well, you'll see.
Yeah. Oh, you got a melee combo in on me. My guy Fabian is not very fast actually.
Ooh.
There we go.
Lagtastic.
Oh, now it's it's actually my mistake. I'm activating the boss gauge too early.
No.
But at least it's I'm doing some damage. Oh, you're straight next to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, nip him around the side there. Oh, we got some horrendous lag at the moment.
Yeah. We got some lag spikes.
Is there a block or parry for melee situations?
I don't think there is. It's basically it's kind of a situational thing where you need to time your melees to get some in. It's not exactly a viable strategy to melee this game. Oh, you activated the final boss? You saved yourself there.
That was the plan.
I can't shield anymore. My sub gauge is almost done. Whoa.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you got me. I was in vanish mode. Leon's mic is a little bit low. Yeah, I brought it all the way up, and the game audio.
Sorry.
A little bit, yeah, as much down as possible.
It's my normal desk mic. I don't have a headset mic.
That could be a...
I might be able to boost it.
Oh, you
Oh,
dodge out of the...
yeah. That's
thing.
the thing that I do.
Yeah.
That could cost me dear. Yeah, that was a
Oh.
total waste.
I'm actually in a good position to activate my boss shield right now because my I haven't been using a lot of big attacks, and now I can really make this work. Okay,
I hung in there.
yeah, you hung in there. It's good. Good stuff. Those bubbles are quite kind of interesting that you're using. Oh,
Now I'm in trouble.
I had to do this, but this means that in the next round I don't have anything to. Oh, your bubbles are shielding you.
Oh yeah.
That is crappy.
Oh, what was that? You gave some... No.
I could only do that because I was in final boss mode.
Some kind of mighty metal penis shaft came out and...
Everybody still following? So that means I don't have any...
We haven't explained at all what's going on here.
No, exactly.
Yes.
So I don't have any boss... nice lag. I don't have any boss mode left anymore. So I need to basically... And I'm in overheat mode.
Oh no, that was bad. Giving you a bit of a hand there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no.
I had to do it without boss mode. So I was going for broke here.
I failed to activate boss mode.
Yeah, case up. That's exactly the thing. You cannot dodge all these bullets. The hitbox is too big. The controls are too slippery for it. So you need to make use of things like shield and everything to minimize damage.
Yeah, it's not like a game where you're trying to buzz bullets all the time. You will take some flak damage. That's
Exactly.
inevitable.
Yep. And for as insane as it looks, as hectic as it looks, it's actually a pretty tactical game where you need to make use of your resources in the proper way. But that comes with practice, of course.
Yeah, that's the thing to learn more than the actual, and also just remembering the controls during the chaos.
Yeah, definitely.
So we've got, remind me, we've got a shield on the right bumper.
Yeah.
Or R1.
Exactly.
We've got one attack on the X or square button and one attack on the A or cross button.
Yeah. Exactly. Well,
And
the X is let's say X. I'm talking 360 because I don't have the PS.
I'm doing the translation as on the fly, even
Yeah.
though I'm using an Xbox controller.
Really?
Come on.
Hey, we both picked the same character. Oh, I took some heavy damage there.
I guess these little shards fill up your meter.
Yeah, exactly. That was not in the original, by the way.
Oh.
You didn't have these shards to collect. Oh, you're doing the thing again. Oh, I dashed straight into the beam. So now you're in overheat mode. That means you don't. have any meter left. And I can do some damage now. You killed my final boss mode. That is
Yes.
spectacular. You probably get an achievement for that if you haven't already.
I think I got it when we played the other night.
There is a dash, but it doesn't really have iframes. It's just for moving out of the way quickly.
Or in.
Or in, yeah. I'm in overheat. I cannot use any of my defensive or offensive options. Just the regular stuff.
Just noticed there's a combo meter up the top as well. Just got a 31 hit.
Nice.
I don't know if that's good.
Probably, because I'm dying out here. Oh, big lag. Oh, that didn't play out well. Good stuff.
That time I meant it.
Hmm.
Oh, we weren't. Oh, is that 9 seconds timer there? My boss time, or is that the end of the round time? Is there a timer?
That's the end of the round timer.
Okay.
So we can actually get timed out. So we're going for one here.
It's not keeping track, is it?
No. Does it need any explaining, guys, in the chat? Is anybody completely lost?
Me?
Basso
Type
Cavalier.
Bomb strike. Basically, I'm picking characters not based on how they look or their names, but what their abilities sound like.
Alright. Surprise pick.
Forgot you can change colours for every character if you like.
That is true. Yeah, so K-Sub...
I'm enjoying the soundtrack.
Yeah, it's cool, huh? It's I think it's Namiki has done a lot on it as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. This seems cool. I've got a jamming sub weapon.
Am I coming through okay, or do I need to boost my mic?
For me it's okay. I can hear you very clearly. Some people say that you're on the viewer end say that you sound quite soft.
Hang on, let me just see if I can boost it a tad.
Yep. So K-Sub has been playing... oh, we got a network error. K-Sub has been playing Doom Eternal.
Yes.
And he's saying it's amazing, incredibly gamey though.
Yeah. That's kind of what you expect, I think, and want from a Doom game.
Yeah.
I'd like to play it. Darren's got it today, but not digitally, so we're not sharing that one.
Yeah, I've watched some reviews, and I was thinking I'm not going to play this for a while, so I can wait. But now it looks more and more tantalizing.
Yes.
I'm liking some of the new designs of the demons as well, like the Marauder thing. That looks like it puts up some of these new demons can put up a decent fight. Did you get my invite?
Yeah, sorry, I was just looking for my mic levels, but for some reason they're not where I feel like they should be.
Mr. Eric Michaels, Dust vs. Tweak, says Leon sounds clear to me.
Okay.
Yeah, Doom Eternal sounds very tantalizing. Do you need another invite?
No, just hang on, still just double checking my mic level.
Sure. What is that?
Oh, well, no, I'm sticking with this. Hopefully it's okay.
Yeah, some people said that that you sounded clear.
Okay.
Yes! Here we go.
Here we go. Now, what did I pick? Something that sounded explosive.
I've picked an old friend.
Okay. Temjin?
Older.
Haha. It's a funny looking one.
Yeah, it's got some odd designs in there. So oh yeah, that is. It looks like it's wearing clothes.
Look at my trousers.
Yeah.
Look at my fancy slacks.
Ben would say it's a strong look.
Yeah. Oh, laggy-tastic.
Yeah.
I think the DLC characters might be OP because they cost money.
Probably. Pay to win.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's the laser beam from Assault Suit Valcom.
Okay, so the Y button or triangle button does a sort of bullet absorb thing as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, I just jammed you. I use a jammer.
Oh, yeah, I see that with a
Yeah.
lot of characters, but I don't use it.
Yeah, it's the LB button. I wonder what Valcon does in boss mode.
I guess we'll find out in the next
Yep.
round.
I'm saving my resources. It doesn't make sense to transform into boss mode if you don't have a full sub gauge, or at least
Yeah.
3/4 full, because you cannot make good use of it otherwise.
It's just about training yourself not to press it in a panic.
Yeah, but sometimes it works out because melee does do a lot of damage.
Yes.
I'm in overheat. I cannot do much. This music is good, isn't it?
Yeah, I like this. Discordant.
The flamethrower that I have does a lot of damage, but it's it doesn't have great reach naturally. Okay, I'm gonna try and build up some meter here because I'm spending all the time. Woo! I'm not thrilled about Velkon's boss mode.
No.
That seems all easy to dodge. Yeah, I'm gone. I'm in overheat, I'm vanish, I'm a sitting duck, basically. Look
Do
at
you
that.
want to try to explain overheat and vanish to me and the people watching?
Overheat is basically you run out of sub-meter to use shields or dashes or any bigger attacks than your regular pea shooter. So that's your sub gauge. So that means right now you can't do any of that. Me neither. Valkyne really consumes that gauge like crazy. And vanish means that you're only one hit removed from a kill, because you cannot just suffer an attack that knocks you out from, let's say, you always go into vanish mode before you die. I hope I'm making myself clear.
It makes sense.
Yeah. So, and if you activate your boss mode in if you activate your boss mode in vanish mode, you turn into a final boss. So you get extra attacks, extra damaging attacks as well. So that you can be a little bit risky and wait till you activate it when you're there. But in boss mode you can still take damage, so it's still a risky tactic. Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Gotcha.
Yeah. You got me.
Quite happy with that comeback.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good because
A
I.
clever tactic to get you to explain stuff during the round. Successful.
That works, yeah. Does it refill your health to turn into boss mode?
Shame
It doesn't refill your health, but you get some sort of a shell health layer that overlays your regular health meter. So you get an extra layer
That's it.
of health only for the duration of boss mode. So that
Yeah.
disappears after you're out of boss mode. And if that shell gets taken down by your opponent during boss mode, you also transform back.
And what's the difference between boss mode and final boss mode? Is that two different things?
Boss mode is your regular boss mode, so it's all super powerful. Final boss mode is yeah. What happens then is you get some extra damaging attacks that you don't have in regular boss mode.
I see.
Okay, I'm going to play a defensive game.
It's a shame it doesn't keep a running total, but is that just...
Yeah, I think it's because we're playing online.
Right.
Ooh. That was good. Oh, another one.
Well, I've got this big wavy sharp thing. It seemed like a good...
Yeah. Seems we're playing an offensive game versus a defensive game.
But you're still ahead of me despite my attacks.
Well, I picked a regenerator skill so I can refill my health. I picked a like a navigator with regenerator skills. Only it takes a long time before I can use it again. Whoa! Was that napalm or something?
I think so.
Time out.
Oh. Ooh,
Oh, you took the win.
narrow.
Yeah, very narrow. Okay.
So... Oh yeah, I see. You've got regenerator. I've got bombardment.
See, I dash out of the way with your big laser sword. Whoa. See, I used my shield there because there was no way I could dodge all of that. Yeah, so I got out
Very
of
successful.
I got out of that quite well, but since I'm in overheat mode, it doesn't make sense to counter with my own boss mode.
Oh, nice counter.
So you can
Dash away.
choose to activate your final boss mode now if you want. Okay, I gave you the wrong
Ooh.
tip. Here we go. I think that's the end of it. Yeah, that's it.
Could have weaved my way through all of that, no problem.
Yeah, final boss versus final boss. That was a exciting round. Robert says, "Good evening, Funkazoids. Hope this evening finds you well."
I don't feel like a funkazoid. I guess I think they're talking. He's talking to the other people in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. It's because he's on High Spirits Radio quite often.
Oh, nice. Is that going well?
Yeah. It's it brings up my spirits, and
Nice.
apparently some of the people that bother to listen to it as well.
Yeah, I'm not able to tune in normally, unfortunately.
Mm.
Ow. I didn't mean to do that.
Oh, that looks awful, that attack. Oh, I'm in overheat. I'm a sitting duck right now. But so are you. So we're even. Alright, regenerator. Totally forgot to use my regenerator skill before. Nice. You moved out of the range of this
Nicely
attack,
done.
but it was had quite a wide spread. Oh yeah, Mark says we found that Michiel and I are practically related during that radio broadcast.
Oh, how come?
Because he's from a very small village in North Holland that my cousin moved to marry marry somebody there, and Mark is very familiar with that family. So we're pretty much extended family now. Exactly.
I'm learning. I'm not. That's still that's the only Dutch phrase I know.
Yeah. But your pronunciation of that small phrase is getting better and better.
Yeah.
I'm picking a character now called Castrato.
Oh, ow. That
Ouch.
sounds... Oh yeah, Castrato.
Castrato.
Funny, another quirky design, sort of bit of it's like a slight throwback to the sort of retro robots of the 50s and stuff, but with a modern, I say modern, maybe a 90s twist. And there's this funny little. Of course, you're not seeing what I'm seeing.
Yeah, no. Look at this funny little. What?
Look at this funny little one.
Yeah. I always pick the alpha variation. I haven't gone into the beta variations either.
Really? Okay.
So there's beta variations of every character as well.
Yeah, we should probably next time talk a little bit about what we're doing in the character select, because there's...
Yeah. You basically pick a pilot, which is tied to your rounder, your mecha, and then you pick a support character, an operator, and that's your sub weapon. But then there's alpha and beta variations of your main ship as well. So yeah, a lot of possible combinations. Oh, I like the paintings on my character.
Little bunny rabbits.
Yeah.
I don't think we've seen this backdrop before.
No, looks like the red planet. Looks like Mars.
Is it based on characters?
Oh, look at this! Look at this attack.
Some kind of beam reflect.
Yeah. A little bit of a stutter there.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean overheat. I always go too enthusiastic with the barrage weapons, and then.
Yeah.
I like this character. Oh, that I didn't like. So chat, how are we liking this game so far? Something a bit different, right? The game's aesthetics remind me of Zone of the Enders 2, says K-Sub-Zero.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely one of the games that it brings to mind.
Yeah, also even like the circles around your character, right? That's also in Zone of the Enders, where you see your attack ranges.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Oh, I can't tough this one. I can't tough it out too much here. Oh!
Oh, good block. But
Yeah, it was too much to deal with, and I was running out of resources.
what was the other games we were saying it reminded us of the other day? There were some good touchstones I thought we found.
Yeah, Space War, of course.
Yeah. Star Control.
Star Control as well. Virtua On, but then more from a more top-down perspective. In Virtua On, you have to deal more with arenas, right? And
yeah. Windjammers?
Yeah.
Maybe? That's a stretch.
We recently did the March 1991 Video Wizards podcast, me and Ben, in which we remarked that after Street Fighter 2 came out, even genres that were not fighting games in the arcades started to have this sort of one-on-one versus mechanics in there, or setups.
Yeah, right.
So that's kind of what I meant when I said that this game should have come out in the mid-90s, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think in Japanese arcades, one versus one games are still kind of popular. I'm just shielding through all of this. Yeah, and I still have meter left, so that's good. Let's go.
Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Yeah.
I realized I hadn't even used my boss mode yet. That's
So I should be using right bumper there. And does the Y button just sweep the nearby projectiles away?
yeah, that's the yeah, exactly. That's the what they call the bullet cancel thing.
And it turns them into meter as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's painful.
Time stop. It also stops the timer, the boss mode. That's also good to
Yes.
know. So there's lots of nuance to this game actually, which I love. I'm just powering through this. Here we go.
Yeah, I've messed that up strategically again.
Yeah, and that's what that's what's so interesting
That
about
was-
this game is it looks so hectic, but it's a very tactical game actually. All about resource management.
Yeah. And it's hard to remember to play tactically when it feels so hectic. That's
Yeah,
the
that is true. To keep your head,
Yeah.
to keep a straight head on, to keep calm. Absolutely right. Okay, I'm going to pick a very strange looking ship as well. And I'm going just for kicks for the beta version. Oh, it's a transforming thing. Bassa Cavalier. Yeah, I'm liking this, trying out all these different configurations.
Yeah, who
See-
knows if I'll ever settle on something
Yeah.
that I like.
It's kind of hard, right? I've got a very odd render right now. Even the way it handles is a bit different. Oh, I'm taking damage like crazy. What? What? No idea to operate this thing. That didn't
Good.
do anything for me. Wow. Okay. That is an odd character.
Mine look.
Yeah. It looks very spidery in motion. And its barrage attack. Oh yeah, I'm getting smacked up here.
Lag.
Severely.
Whoa! 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 Whoa!
I used a hyper beam, but it took ages for it to load.
That really did mess my strategy right up.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was not cool. Oh.
I don't know.
That hyper beam was critical.
Yeah, definitely. I was doing so bad with this character, and now we're going for one for one. It seems like my whole ship changed now, with different attacks.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm gone. I'm a goner. I have nothing.
Surely.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I had nothing left. I was completely depleted.
I like to deplete you. It's a bit post-coital.
Yeah.
I had nothing left. I was depleted.
Yeah, so I saw on Twitter that Hayes Hill, who's in the chat right now, seems to think we are a generation apart in age, but it's only a couple of years, right?
Yeah, like 3 years, I think.
Yeah, only 3 years.
What's your birth year?
76.
Yeah, 4 years.
4 years, right?
Less than 4 years, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, shut up.
Yeah, I mean,
meanies.
sure. When I was 10, Leon was 14. That was a world apart almost, but now it doesn't mean a whole lot anymore.
Not really. No. I was probably in the arcades just a few years before you, but not massively.
No, exactly.
You've just looked after your skin better than I have.
Yeah, I never smoked and I never drank, so.
Yeah, smoking ages you. That definitely is true. And drinking.
Interesting. Yeah, and it's funny that Ben is a couple of years younger than me again. 4 years.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, you got these weird
Yeah,
lines.
I'm chatting to Ben a bit on
Yeah. I'm already in overhood.
toothpaste lasers.
Yeah. Seems like this character consumes meter like crazy. Liking this background. Not liking the lag.
Nice music.
That
No.
too? So this is what people talk about when they say bad netcode, right?
We tend to have issues with lag, you and I, when communicating together.
Yeah, that's true as well.
Even though my internet's great, I don't know about yours.
Yeah, mine is. I've got glass fiber, super fast.
Yeah.
Don't ask me for the numbers right now, but yeah.
Like 220 megabits.
Yeah, I think
No.
I'm on 260.
They are right. They are doing some capping at the moment.
Yeah.
Because of the situation, but
Yeah.
I don't know. There's something about just between you and I.
Yeah.
IPs don't like each other.
It seems like that. Especially after Brexit.
Yeah.
Oh, you use boss mode to get out of that melee attack.
Yeah. Oh, that's very short range flamethrower.
Yeah, I'm staying well out of that range. If you don't mind. Changing into a final boss is such a cool concept. Like
Yeah.
you can use all these crazy overpowering attack that would give you nightmare in a regular shoot 'em up. Would give you nightmares. Okay, seems like I'm hanging in there. Oh, again.
Yeah, foolish that was. That is absolutely useless.
All it takes is one hit.
Oh.
Oh.
Both, oh right, both on vanish.
Draw.
It's a draw.
Incredible. That saved you. This stage looks completely Zone of the Enders, says K-Sub-Zero. I like how the people in in the chat of my streams are often having completely tangential conversations.
I hope so, because whatever we're doing is probably rather confusing.
Yeah, please ask us for explanation if there's anything you're not getting.
It'd be quite interesting if we had a Senko no Ronde fan, somebody who actually understands the game better than we do watching.
Sometimes that happens when you're streaming because people check to see if their game is being streamed somewhere, and then you get these speedrunners or super players coming into the chat to give you a bunch of tips.
Humiliate you. Yeah.
Humiliate you in a very friendly way, just with their sheer knowledge.
Yeah, I would wish to buy a Senko no Ronde expert.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Yeah, Steak Eater was here earlier. I don't know if he's still watching or he's not chatting anymore, but he seemed to know a thing or two about these games. I'm not surprised. That's a pretty rounder you got there. Pretty robot.
Is that what they are in this? Rounders?
Rounders, that's what they're called, yeah. Oh, I should have done that one for more up close. Just trying out these different attacks and you don't know what they're doing, right? Like what distance you need to be at to make the best use out of them. I like these sort of tactical pods and attacks that you can do with some characters. Where you can sort of limit your opponent's movement space. Overheater! That is funny. All these comments that they're making. What? Curb skirt? What is she saying? Curb skirt? Okay, I'm in overheat mode. I just have to eat it now. Or try to dodge it. Okay. Survived. Here we go.
I'm in trouble.
You're done for. There's no way you could have survived that. I launched an attack unit. That was my sub-weapon. It's nice you get the audio cue when you're overheating.
Yeah. It's if you can pick it out in the chaos, quite handy.
Oh dear. That's not good. Okay, I'm learning how to dodge the attacks of your boss mode.
Aha.
But not not effectively enough. I think you can spend so long on this game trying to learn every nuance of it.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh! There was a that kick reminded me of King from King of Fighters.
Oh yeah, yeah.
The surprise rose. Tried to save myself there. No, I'm done for.
That's the plan.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes.
Well
Okay.
played, sir.
Getting slight, both getting slightly more thoughtful, I think, in our play.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. It's interesting.
Getting some transferable skills across the different robots, rounders.
Yeah, exactly. And then we need to, after a while, I guess we'll start homing in on our
Mm.
favorite configurations.
Yeah, the problem I'm having is I'm not even really registering which ones I'm using when I'm doing well.
Yeah, there's so many of them.
Exactly. Yeah.
I've picked an old friend.
Temjin?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Temjin.
People are talking about the losses I'm taking on the Video Wizards quiz on the podcast.
Ah. Is anyone keeping score of our games though? You know what? We'll have to watch the video back to find out who was victorious over the session.
Yeah, exactly. It seems like we're going toe to toe a little bit.
Yeah, I would say. I don't feel like I'm ahead or behind particularly. Maybe one or two in either direction. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I might be reading that very wrong.
Oh, I need meter to activate my napalm bomb. Oh, I'm getting slaughtered here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's a desperation move because I don't have a lot of sub meter. You got me in final boss mode.
Oh yeah. Huh.
Very well played. That was ecstasy.
That was ecstasy. I reckon if you kill the other player in final boss mode in round 1, that should be a total victory wipeout.
Yeah. Okay, Temjin is not really working for me. Those explosive shuriken that you're using, they really mean business.
They do seem to. The big beams take an age to charge up, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Are you using the smoke balls?
I guess so. There we go.
I had no idea what I was doing with her. That was the female robot from Virtual On. She's Temjin's boss mode, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, so my shots do quite a lot of damage actually when they land.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, killed you in boss mode.
So you turned it round with virtual on characters.
Yeah, but this is interesting because I thought he was very bad at the beginning, but he seems especially suited well to take out bosses because his regular shot is very powerful. It only shoots in small bursts, but it does a ton of damage. So I actually really quickly depleted your boss shell. But you really need to play very differently with him. You need to really adjust your playstyle. Little transferable skills between them.
Would have been quite cool if they'd somehow managed to do, you know, like in Darius Burst, you've got all those different extra ships based on other properties and from different companies.
Yeah.
And so you've got 2 here, but they could have done so many more.
Yeah, with a lot more DLC.
Yeah.
No, I agree.
Zone of the Enders and all those other games with robots in.
Yeah, maybe we'll get a part 3 with a lot of that, a lot of more DLC and fan
like the
service
Smash Brothers of robot games with.
Yeah, we get the what's it called? Armored Warriors.
Characters, everything.
Cyberbots, Armored Warriors, get those in as well.
Steel Battalion.
Yeah, Steel Battalion, Mech Warrior, get the manga robots in there, the Gundams and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm picking a character called Somali right now.
Okay. I'm Dayuxger. Fabian and Lily.
Yeah.
Fabian.
Let me see. You can actually have 2 times the same character in there, right?
Yeah.
Or am I mistaken? Okay.
I think my controller batteries might be an issue. Let's see.
Let's see.
If I suddenly stop moving.
Yeah.
What's happened? Or either that or it's lag.
Ooh! Punishment for my bombardment. You got an extra guy on the screen. Whoa. Look at that.
Ooh. Why did I do that? I literally flew. Yeah, I deserve that.
I used my final boss attack. I just tried to overwhelm you there.
You certainly did.
Armored Core, Titanfall. People are naming off more robots in the chat.
Yep.
Titanfall,
true. Yep.
Huh. Oh! You went out of the path of my bombardment. Whoa. This is a pretty heated fight. Oh, overheated. Time stop. I stopped the timer. I have to say, that was quite clever of myself. I was about to get timed out. I would have lost on time, and then I stopped the timer with the final boss mode and managed to win the round. Win the round anyway. Let me see. I think Skype. Yeah, I think we're really lagging on the voice chat. Hopefully it will pick up a little bit again. A network error occurred. Are we still on the call? Good. Okay. I cannot hear much of what you're saying. Let me restart the call again. Let's see. Funky Skype tune. Yes.
You've come through on my mobile phone rather than on my computer.
Ah. Okay. Shall I call you back?
Yeah, I guess if I close Skype on here.
Yeah. People think you rage quit. Okay. Hello.
Hi, I thought I'd call you because
Yeah.
you can hear me again, yeah?
Yeah, I can hear. I can hear
Okay.
you. Good. All right.
Right. Invite, please. What time are we on?
We're 1 hour in.
Okay. Cool.
Still good to go?
Yeah.
Do I
Is
need?
anyone still watching?
Yeah. No. Yeah. We got 8 viewers, and
Oh, I have 8 viewers.
an active chat.
Good, good.
Yeah.
As long as we're entertaining the people, especially those who are under lockdown
Yeah.
or similar.
Yeah. And it's not
which
every
is
day
about
that
at the moment.
it's not every day that they get to see two Kenny Rins podcasters play Senko no Ronde too.
It's not. It's literally not every day. In fact, this is the first ever opportunity. Imagine being witness to the birth of something so important
Yeah, exactly.
and magnificent time. You lucky so-and-sos.
I just resent you the invite again.
Yep. Incoming. Just gonna
Incoming.
pour myself some Diet Coca-Cola for Coke Zero.
Good plan. Do I still have some tea left? No, not. I don't have it. But I'm good.
Because we may not have toilet roll, but we do have Coke. So
Yeah, that's all you
that
need.
is Diet Coca-Cola Zero, not cocaine. Listeners, I don't do drugs apart from caffeine.
Yeah.
Just so as you know.
Well noted.
And sugar. Sugar is pretty much a drug. It's just a very socially acceptable one.
Yeah. I think there's a lot more. There are a lot more things that could be classified as drugs that we don't classify as such.
That's true. That's true. I'm high on life, man.
Always.
Except when I'm not.
That happens too. Okay, I'm also picking the mech in the tracksuit right now with the wicked
so
gun. Oh, you also
then
picked
two-
that?
Ventuno Thor?
Exactly.
No, different. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right. Well, let's see what happens then.
Oh, you did pick that same character?
I think so.
All right.
It's lagging a bit.
Yeah, I picked a different. I picked the beta version. Let's see what that does.
Oh, network error.
Oh, we've waited too long again. So you get a network error before I do. With me, everything just freezes, and then I eventually also get a network error.
Hmm.
Well,
Peculiarly, when you send an invite, it only appears in Steam. It
yeah.
doesn't appear.
When I send it out, I have to do
That's
it.
weird.
I have to do it with the Steam pop-up as well.
Yeah, it's peculiar, isn't it?
Yeah.
Seems like a bit of a cobbled together glue and string kind of situation.
Yeah. Definitely.
I assume the PS4 in some ways, although you can run this in higher resolutions, I think, in theory.
Yeah.
It's only PC and PS4, isn't it? It's just those two formats?
Yeah.
And arcade.
Yeah, those three, exactly. Hayes Hill says, great stream, guys. Really professional so far. I pick up a little bit of sarcasm there.
Is he taking the piss?
He's a little bit cheeky today.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with him.
It's not our fault we've got tech issues.
No.
What was I? I was being Ventuno Thor.
Alright, I'm gonna pick another character. I don't like mirror matches.
Okay. Because you can always blame the balance if you lose when it's not a mirror match. But if it is a mirror match, you can only lose. You can only blame your skill.
Yeah. Definitely. I've picked the cute cat-looking robot.
Which one?
Brinsta. I think she's off
Brinstar?
Brinsta. I think she's off the regular. You know, you need to scroll a little bit to the right to get to her.
Oh. Character I'm likely to gravitate towards it, unless completely useless.
Yeah. Oh, I got teleportation skills. I've got an overdrive mode. Both of us aren't really damaging each other too much.
Yeah, bit pea shooterish.
Yeah, both of these characters.
Gonna struggle to get through before the timeout.
Yeah. Okay, I got bombarded.
That was the plan. Oh, you're at the bottom. That was confusing.
Yeah, they all appear on different sides of the screen.
Oh, this lag, man.
Yeah, it's pretty spectacular, the lag right now. Okay, I couldn't make the most of that. But I'm still leading. Unless this happens. Oh, that's the one with the giant arm.
Does appear to have a giant arm.
Yep.
Your observation skills are tip top.
Thank you, sir.
Can we actually fire some flipping projectiles at this?
I'm not sure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, you got me.
Thank you.
I was trying to.
Goodness sake.
I was trying to avoid you at all costs there.
That was like pulling teeth.
Oh, we got some spectacular lag now.
I know, it's really annoying.
Yeah. Oh no, that bombardment. Too many particle effects in the anime, says Dust vs. Tweak. It's not great because I don't have a lot of meter, but I need to do something.
Oh,
Yeah, no. That was not good. And now I'm dead.
well, I don't know, because I managed to really screw up with this thing last time.
But maybe not this time.
There
Yeah.
we go. Eat that.
Yikes.
Suck on my fat beam of death and all such things.
Yeah, I need new teeth. There is beauty in defeat. That's the quote.
You keep telling yourself that.
That boss must have been on lockdown for 2 months with an arm that size, says Hill.
It's a wanking joke.
Yeah, I got it.
It's a wanking joke.
I am a
Good
robot.
Good wanking joke.
Wanking bots.
No, literally no one has made any wanking jokes. I'm not calling out Hayes. It's high. It's absolutely the right time for wanking jokes. Okay, who's off to the right here? We've got Azuraeus and Brinstar, and Vulcan and Temjin.
Full spat. And this rounder also has some fancy pants and what looks like stiletto heels as well. Robert says it seemed a bit Alan Partridge. Suck on my energy death beam.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking of something along those lines. I don't really have Alan Partridge down as a Senko no Ronde kind of
person. Oh. Doesn't strike you as a type, right? But you never know. He activated overdrive, what seems to sort of boost your abilities, but
Yeah.
here we go. Oh yeah, it's this thing with the ridiculously short range on
but
the
you
flamethrower.
you found some other things. That's the difference.
I need to finish you off. Oh, you finished me off. Well done.
Somehow.
Well done. If I wouldn't have finished you off, you would have activated your boss mode after you came out of it. You would have killed me.
Certainly would have done, but I
Yeah.
can now save it.
Robert Farley says, I bet Partridge would have loved Microsoft Flight Simulator.
I'm looking forward to the new flight simulator, actually. Speaking of being Alan Partridge. It looks absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I saw that too. Would you ever have thought that in your lifetime that you would have been looking forward to Microsoft Flight Simulator?
Well, I've said before somewhere else, but I actually used to enjoy flight simulators as a kid. Like 8-bit flight simulators.
Yeah. I also thought it was kind of cool actually. I played
So, yeah, I'm looking
Top
forward
Gun
to it.
on the NES with the NES Advantage stick, and that was sort of Flight Simulator Lite, that you had to land the plane on the flight deck and everything. Oh, what is that?
Oh, it's pretty.
Here we go.
Oh man,
I got you. Wow, you dodged all of that. Yeah, got you.
All of that.
I needed to finish you off badly. Whew, 1-1. That was pretty intense.
Your head looked like goldfish ball.
Yeah, I need to watch the stream back later to catch more of what was being said in the chat. I always seem to play games that are a little bit too intense to really keep up to speed with what the chat is saying. See, my main weapon is kind of useless. It seems like you always dodge it.
Similar with mine, but mine does more damage when it hits.
Yeah. Okay, I got you a little bit there. You got me good now. And now I got you.
Oh no.
Let's go. You got me. Yeah, I didn't have a lot of energy left.
I'm not sure what I actually used there to finish you off with.
You just hit me with some random stray shots, but I didn't have a lot to. I didn't have a lot to go on anymore. Good stuff. That was a pretty exciting match.
I was so busy concentrating on defending. It was.
Yeah. No, but it was that was an exciting match. I have to admit.
Do you want to check the chat while we're between rounds?
Yeah. All of these references are completely lost on me, says K-Sub-Zero 1000.
I assume probably everything I'm saying.
Yeah.
I guess the Alan Partridge thing.
Alan Partridge. I can imagine Leon being on Krypton Factor in the 80s, says Robert Farley.
I was a bit young, really.
Yeah.
And not fit enough for the physical rounds.
Yeah. And he says, and Michiel hosting the Crystal Maze. Yeah, you think I got a Richard O'Brien thing going on?
Well, literally the only similarity is the bald head.
I would say so, yeah.
And the extreme campness.
Yeah.
Apart from that, no, you're not. You're not very camp.
Hayes Hill says, I see the appeal, but it's the kind of thing I'd play a couple of times and never again.
It's all about the. Oh, I've unlocked something from the gallery. It's all about the multiplayer, though, isn't it? I think I would be the same if I'd only bought this as a single-player game. But it's all about having somebody to duel it out with. Yeah,
I did play it a couple of times locally versus somebody who's a guest that was into video games. That was pretty fun. People do seem to like it when they get into it.
Yeah, it's enjoyable, and it's although there are a few things to buttons wise, as you said, it's more about just keep playing it until the strategies start to sink in.
Yeah,
and you don't actually need to possess extraordinary Twitch skills to play it.
Not at all, right? Yeah, that's why, because I was advertising this game on the 2017 Year in Review podcast, the 11-hour one.
Wow.
And Leah was asking me the same thing, and I said like, no, you can play it, because she said I'm not good at Twitch-based games and everything. So no, you can play it because it's more about having a game plan and than being very twitchy or dodging a lot of stuff actively.
Yeah. I mean, you need the basic. Obvious. Dash and shoot, but that is really not the. There's no sort of high skill demands, I would say.
No.
Obviously, you can always get better and you can play better, but it's not essential to jump in and have fun at all.
No, for sure. Hayes Hill, he clarifies with, oh no, not this. I meant Flight Simulator. Yeah. And
I hope they do a Dan Maku mode on Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020, or whatever.
Robert also says, I thought Michiel could play the harmonica. I think still going on that Richard O'Brien thing. And he also says with self-isolating, I'm looking to finally finish the 2017 review of the year.
What was your first year as part of the team, Michiel?
I think 2016 I was on 3 shows, and then in 2017 I came on full time.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I still think of you as one of the noobs, but not
Yeah.
really.
No, there are people that came after me.
Oh yeah.
I'm not a junior anymore.
No. Oh, I don't like the look or sound of that. I'm getting absolutely roasted.
I'm liking this character.
Some kind of psychopath. Quite like the shield.
Okay, I need some gauge before I can do anything, any other fancy stuff. I think I used up all my resources way too fast to get the lead on you.
Is she saying Gochiso Samadeshta in film? I think she is.
Yeah, it sounds like it. Oh, you got away there. And now I'm toast, probably. Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa!
I am still absolutely hopeless with this boss.
I'm just
Move.
sitting in a corner, trying not to die. Here we go. Counter.
I hate this boss so much. Remind me never to be that character.
Yeah, we totally forgot that it was that character, right? Yeah.
Absolutely pitiful.
I could have just tried to take you out in normal mode, but it was risky because I was in Vanish as well. So, better to be
I
safe
need
and
to start
sorry.
making some notes. Don't pick Goldfish Bowlhead. It is an idiot. In boss mode.
Yeah, and his main weapon is stupid as well.
There must be a reason. I bet this is one of those characters where the experts say, "Oh yeah, if you know how to use them, they're the best."
Yeah.
One of them.
Oh. You did what I wanted to do to you.
Good. Did you get stuck on my shield then?
Yeah. Your cherry blossom shields.
Cherry Blossom. Sakura shield.
Yeah. Okay, I had to do it. I was getting pounded.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you got me. Well played.
1-1.
Yep.
Stupid Goldfish Bowlhead.
This
That's talking to the robot, not you, Mikhail.
Yeah.
It's really insulting.
Sure. Robert says surprise strong grid pancake attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Oh, I hate the Sakura shields.
Oh, do you know what else they do?
What do they do?
They reflect my lasers into multiple spread patterns.
That is pretty cool.
Didn't really want to do that, especially because it's this crap. Doesn't reach anybody. You can just hide in the corner.
I'm just sitting here.
Absolutely fucking shit. We don't swear on this channel.
Yeah. This is not Kenny Rinse. We can swear if we so wish.
This boss is a pile of wank. Stupid goldfish bowl.
Leon is leveling up in real life, says K-Sub-Zero.
I had a tough day. I need to vent
Yeah. Oh! I wanted to kill you before you could do that.
It's all right. This will do absolutely fucking shit anyway, so don't worry about it.
Well, you can do your major attack now because you're in final boss mode. I mean, I don't want to give you ideas, but that's what I mean. What I mean, yeah. Oh! I'm dying here. Yeah, that's it. See, his final boss attack is quite good.
What's the button for that? I was just hammering everything.
I could have had you. I had my hyper beam active. I could have killed your boss mode straight like that. I totally forgot to use the hype beam. Yeah. Okay, let me try that same configuration.
What was the name of that shitty robot that I was just pretending to be? So is that Deus Ex? Deus Gur? No?
No, I don't think so. That was the one with the giant arm.
Goldfish bowhead. Fullspad.
Fullspad, that's the one, right?
Okay. I'm never being Fullspad again. I've ruled one character out from my roster. Even though I won. Don't care.
Yeah, with blood, sweat and tears. You didn't win comfortably.
So what's the button? What button did I press to do the final attack there? Because I was hammering everything.
It's the basically the boss activation button, so the left trigger.
Okay. I don't think I've been using that generally.
3-word boss review. Shitting wank fuck, says Robert Farley.
We'll use that one unusually.
Yeah. So we need to cover this game on Scanner Inst next year, right? Or this
Well,
series.
you can put it forward as your pick.
Yeah, why not?
The trouble
Overheat.
will be persuading people to play it, other than us.
Yeah. Maybe if Leah sees this, she'll she wants to
maybe.
take a swing at it. It's
It
Japanese.
is anime.
It is anime. It's Japanese enough. I'm not liking that I don't have a lot of resources left. Okay, here we go. I had to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I was dead.
If you can survive my heavy bombing, you win. I don't seem to have a shield with this character. I was pressing right bumper and she was just twitching.
Really?
Yeah,
That is odd.
peculiar. Oh,
That hype beam takes ages to load. Because it's so powerful, I guess.
It's a shame there's no way of us streaming Smash Brothers, right?
Yeah. Not yet, anyway.
No,
Maybe in the future. That would be fun as well.
it would.
We could stream more Street Fighter 5 though.
True.
How am I overheating without using any secondary weapons? What is this character? Oh, what is this?
I don't know.
I don't like it. I have to do a desperation thing again.
Yeah, but oh, there's the shield. It
Yeah.
worked this time.
Yeah. Maybe your controller is getting empty.
Could be. No! Hide. Oh, that is so unfair. I thought you'd finished with your carnage.
I used the final attack and then I had some juice left to finish the job.
So the final attack is not necessarily the final attack.
No, exactly. But it does take up a lot of your sub gauge.
Right, I've ruled out Fool's Pad.
So we've got about half an hour left today. according to my regular slot.
Yep.
But yeah, getting into this more and more, I must say.
Hongo. I've got some tartan fishnets on or something.
Yeah, that is quite the look.
Quite a look, as they say.
Can I go wild on this thing? On those pants?
Is that a bit of innuendo?
Maybe.
Eat my bubbles.
No! Again!
Delicious bubbles of doom.
Oh, I see. Why? You did it twice in quick succession.
What? I didn't even mean to do that.
And now I'm dead. One hit is all it takes. I can't believe I survived that.
Hitbox, Schmidtbox.
Incredible.
Oh no, they're stuck to me. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Yeah, gotcha.
Ah, nearly snuck away.
Yeah. Poor thing. Yeah. So sometimes it feels like the boss attacks are very laggy, right? It's because when you activate one, you have to wait until it's over until you can activate a new one.
Yes, right.
Oh.
Oh, error.
Input error? Turn it right around,
My
baby.
brain's getting tired and making stupid mistakes.
Smashed you.
Nice. Nice defense.
Yeah, it's really cool. I think once we really start settling on a character and on a configuration, we can have some real heated matches.
Yeah.
And maybe we can get some other... I don't know if you can do a lobby with more people. Maybe we can get some other people into play as well.
Not sure.
Oh, you cancelled the bullets! But you don't have boss mode anymore, right?
No.
Yeah, that's it. I was
Nice
not
hat,
even
though.
going to use my my boss mode for this.
Totally lost the plot there. That was shambolic from my point of view.
It's alright. We're learning.
Yeah, sometimes a round or a match will just get away from you and you just lose all sense of composure.
Yeah.
And
What you said, you lose the plot. We got some more colorful comments from Robert. He said, "Turn it right, Ronde, baby." He also said, "Watch out for the sticky substance from Michiel's cannon."
oh dear.
And
Dirty boy.
and he also said, "I shall always extend it and increase the motion as well."
Dirty, dirty boys.
And Case of 1000 says, "Delete."
He's not one for cheeky innuendo, is he?
No, Camille's is not amused.
It's a very hard man to amuse.
Let me see. Alright, let's try the guy in the business suit, or the shabby overcoat, more like, as
Look,
an
he's
operator.
He's my co-pilot as well.
Oh yeah, we both got that. men of a certain higher age group.
Still younger than me, I think.
Ooh!
Hammered here. In between the leg.
Hmm. Nobody activated boss mode this round, which is interesting.
Oh, come on. See, that is quite. That's almost half the energy bar.
Yeah, melee is very damaging. That's why when I see you dashing in, I try to stay out. But yeah, to no avail this time.
Mine is considerably punier than yours.
That sounds like somebody could take that as innuendo as well.
Mm. Is there any like hardcore online resources for this, fan sites and expert guides and all that kind of thing? Is there a scene?
Yeah, but it's very limited over here. But there's a big scene for it in Japan. My friend Johannes, who goes there 2 times a year, also says that it's very popular in the arcades over there.
Yeah, I guess he might not be going 2 times this year, depending on what happens later in the year.
Yeah, hopefully we can still make the trip. But I'm missing my friend's wedding at the very least.
Yeah, I mean, as you said to us, obviously that's a real bummer and really disappointing. But in the grand scheme of what's going on,
yeah,
it's a relatively minor concern.
Yeah, I find myself not being able to get too worked up about it, considering everything that's going on.
Yeah, for sure.
K-Sub-Zeros 1000 says, this boomer chat is too much for my delicate ears. He's referring to the other people in the chat, not us, I suppose. Because we're Generation X, right, Leon? We're not boomers.
We are absolutely Generation X, yeah.
Yeah.
My parents are boomers. Well, my mum, yeah.
Yeah.
She's 69. That's a boomer age.
Yeah.
We are right slap bang Gen X, the coolest generation.
I would say so, yeah. I think that thing was very bad. Yeah, this one was better. The castrato.
I'm gonna have a go with Vulcan because I haven't.
So we both selected the old guy, right, with his explosion ability, and during the whole match I was not able to get it loaded up.
No, I didn't do.
I saw it crossed out all the time. Maybe it's situational, or he just takes ages to load up the sub weapon.
Yeah, maybe it's super powered.
Yeah.
OP.
Let's give it another shot. Hey, the Vulcan.
Yeah, first time for me, I think. So I'll probably get taken apart piece by piece. But I'll look cool doing it, so who cares?
I found him very potent in regular battle, but his boss mode was not. He sort of gets like an extra shell around him. It's I didn't find it particularly powerful. I couldn't do a whole lot with it when I activated it. And boss mode is kind of.
I like this music, sort of.
Yeah.
Gamelan sort of thing going on in the music.
Yeah, it's cool, and the background is very Vanquish-like.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Ooh!
That's quite decent range on that flamethrower.
Yeah, it's better, but you need to be a little bit closer to make good use of it.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. We got some kind of alarm going on.
Is that just to do with the backdrop?
Yeah.
No, it's the timer.
Oh yeah, it's the timer, yeah. And you stopped it.
Oh, this lag is frustrating.
Oh, the missiles got me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Just One little homing missile.
Yeah, but it seems like most of his attacks are quite easy to avoid, right?
Yeah.
I had explosion loaded up, and
Still
now it's crossed out again.
Ah. It must be the best thing ever, right?
Yeah, maybe it's just get out of jail free when you're facing off against the boss.
Maybe it's like an early kill in Guilty Gear or
Yeah.
something like that. Oh.
Here we go. Yeah, that took a big chunk off you. I should have gone in closer and throw it. But now I can do it again. Oh yeah, that's pretty good actually, that explosion stuff. Oh. This is an interesting match. We can't quite get the drop on each other here. Ooh! That was nasty.
No. Ah.
Desperation
Got all the
move. It was a total desperation move, but it paid off.
Big style. Sad backstory.
Yeah, seems like it. So, what should also get people into this is that the single-player story mode is just a huge visual novel.
So weird.
So there's an arcade mode and a story mode, which is just a visual novel.
A lot of the Arc System Works games have sort
Yeah,
of
yeah.
visual novel modes, don't they?
The Blaze Blue and Guilty Gear games as well,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Leaves me a little bit cold because I'm not really into the whole anime soap opera melodrama stuff. so-
Yeah. Because the characters in Guilty Gear are so crazy, I'm kind of interested in what is all of this about. But it's pretty. There's massive
It's-
amounts of lore. Wow. This looks pretty dangerous.
Well, you'd think.
Mm.
I see you with your explosion.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ah!
got you.
I was trying to dive in for one last little
Yeah.
flamethrower.
But you would first have to knock me into Vanish, which you accomplished, but then a finishing attack as well. You were already into Vanish mode, so it was very risky on your behalf to do that.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy I am.
Taking massive risks.
It's the one way in which I'm different from my mum. She is very risk averse. Now I'm probably quite risk averse in real life, but not always in games.
No. I tend to be quite defensive with a lot of versus games.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much the other way.
Yeah.
I'm a bad defensive player.
That's
Bad
why.
blocker.
Right. That's why I like to play Zangief as well, because you need to really be defensive and then go in for the kill once you get the opportunity. You need to sort of wait for the right moment. I like to, in my mind, sort of slow the matches down to my speed. That's what I'm always trying to do.
Mm. Yeah, whereas my flanker is all about just being really crazy and confusing and all over the place.
Yeah.
Very hard to pin down, kind of thing. Did you watch the whole of season 1 of High School Girl in the end?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I just caught up with it recently. I really liked it.
Yeah, I love it. I love all the arcade. I came for all the arcade gaming stuff, and I sort of stayed for the touching story.
Yeah, the romance.
Yeah.
My only criticism, if I was going to be a bit Lefty SJW about it. I don't think it passes the Bechdel test. Like, it's very much a kind of boy geek fantasy, isn't it? He's got these two gorgeous girls as a teenager, kind of trying to be best at video games. To like, there's a bit more to it than that, but
Yeah.
but it is still. I did still find it incredibly sweet.
Yeah, I think the yellow-haired girl, she's a little bit too. I wish he liked me or something. A little bit too dependent on him as a character. But I think, Akira is quite interesting, though. She's an interesting character. Yeah, she's a badass, and I think, I read her more almost like she's more like maybe slightly on the spectrum, like autistic.
I think so. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. That was my interpretation.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what they were, what they were going for, but it read to me like that.
My assumption is that the source manga is semi-autobiographical.
Oh, interesting.
But I might be way off base with that.
Yeah. I was so afraid you were gonna activate boss mode.
Yes, anyone who hasn't checked it out on the chat, it's on Netflix. I recommend that you watch it with the Japanese voices and English subtitles, or whatever language you prefer.
100% agreed. And yes, Haze Hill, we're talking about High Score Girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely great thing to watch during these difficult times, I would say, because it's very feel good.
Yeah, it's very feel good,
nostalgic.
And definitely it takes you back to a certain time.
And the music's awesome, the opening theme and the closing theme.
Yeah. The sometimes the closing theme can get me almost a bit tearful.
Yeah.
I was talking to James Chen last year, right? Like when I did the interview for Kenny Rins.
Oh, yeah.
And he had the exact same reaction to it.
It's on Spotify, by the way.
Ah, cool. What is this? What are you doing? What are you doing to me? I should have used my hype beam. Okay, I get to use it now then. Yes, I used the hype beam on you. Here we go. Oh, too late! You snapped me before I could activate final boss. That was pretty exciting. Absolutely loved High Score Girl, says Haze Hill. Funny, sweet, interesting characters and loads of great games. Even my missus enjoyed it, and she's no gamer.
Yeah, the detail about the games is like 110% accurate.
Yeah, you know that these people were very... A lot of love and reverence for the games.
Yeah.
In there, right? Yeah.
Because for those of us who eat, sleep, drink, live, breathe video games, the thing that is always frustrating about depictions of them in media is there's always errors.
Yeah.
But in High Score Girl, it is absolutely precise.
Yeah, it goes the extra mile, like you said. It's 110%, not 100% accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meticulous.
Yeah.
There's a season 2 in Japan already, by the way.
Oh, right. Can't wait for that to drop over here.
So, yeah.
Ah!
Oh, we didn't get to see my...
Yeah, I thought I could escape that. Haze Hill says the Guile Turtle match was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Robert says, High Score Girl added to the list. I shall watch and then watch again with my 3 girls. Yeah, my kids really loved it as well. They love to watch it with me.
Yeah, depending on the age of the kid, I'd say it's like a 12 certificate or something. Maybe.
Something like that,
so
yeah.
There's a little bit of sexy talk in there, a few references to rude things.
Yeah.
And a little bit of violence.
But kind of in a kiddie way, I would say. The same way that kids talk about that sort of stuff, you know?
Yeah. You'd know better than me. I'm not a parent, but I would say probably watch a couple of episodes before watching it with the kids, just to check whether you think it's suitable for your kids.
Yeah, definitely, Robert. If you haven't watched it, do so ASAP. Hayes Hill also says, and when she gets really good at Darkstalkers before he's even played it much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I've watched it a year ago, so now I feel like watching it all over again. Now you guys are talking about it.
Good time to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. So for Video Wizards, we're recording this weekend about April 1986.
Ooh, hang on. This is where we do a sort of trivia thing where I try to work out what games you're going to be talking about.
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Hang on, this is a tough one. 86.
Yeah. Don't look it up.
I'm not looking. I've only got Senko and Ronde on my screen.
Me too.
Ikari Warriors?
I don't think that's in the lineup. No.
I think that might be I'm pulling things out of my hat here.
Mm.
Bubble.
No. No. Not Bubble Bubble either. But we already sort of went over Bubble Bubble.
Okay.
Yeah.
April 86. It's a tough one. Jackal.
No, I don't think Jackal is in there either.
Oh, I think that's 85, but I know you covered things that are still relevant.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, 86. I love that year. But
Yeah.
I can't think of anything.
Shall I tell you what our top billing game will be?
Yes.
Fantasy Zone.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I've never been a big Fantasy Zone guy, so even though I've now got several of the games in the series, I never really think of that.
I quite love it.
I'll be interested to hear you say about that, talk about that, because for whatever reason, it was never really a big feature of the arcades in Brighton.
Yeah. I've also really learned to love it afterwards as well. Another game that was quite big in the arcades over here that we're covering is Wonder Boy, the original.
Oh yeah, good shout. Recently got a little sort of HD remaster title remake on downloadable services.
Yeah.
The original.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you like my shield?
It's annoying.
Yeah, but the melee was quite effective to deal with it because it goes through it. Yeah, this rounder was definitely in the first Senko no Ronde because I recognize its attack patterns. Couldn't do a whole lot.
No, I took the most damage when I flew up to you.
Yep. But yeah, speaking of watching things, I need to watch the movie Critters as well before we start recording.
Aha.
Because that's going to be our main movie that we'll be talking about.
Right. I'm not sure I've ever seen the whole of Critters.
No, I haven't either.
Sort of slightly subpar Gremlins ripoff.
Yeah.
I think, but some people.
It was traumatic for Ben, he told me, because he saw the trailer for it on a VHS tape when he was way too young.
Ah, okay.
It was on a family film, and then they had this gruesome trailer in there, just on a regular. That happened a lot actually with those Canon films, you know. You rented like a family film, and you got some horrific trailers on there.
That's interesting because trailers have their own certification, don't they? But they do now.
Yeah, they do now. Yeah, but then the production companies didn't seem to care that much.
Uh-oh. Run away. Don't zoom in. I made that mistake again.
Yes, don't do that.
Am I right in it always happens so fast? I'm not 100% sure, but if you dash into the boss, do you automatically just take a big old whack of health if you touch it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that's my my tactical.
Hayes Hill says, didn't Labyrinth come out in April '86 as well? Power of the Babe. I'll have to look that up because we definitely need to talk about Labyrinth if that's the case.
I think it was around then. Yeah, there was a LucasArts game to tie in with it as well,
Oh yeah, that's true. That's good.
which
That would be
wasn't a
interesting.
massive smash hit and wasn't that well reviewed, but surely an interesting curio.
Yeah. Hayes Hill also says Critters traumatized me as a kid too. And Robert Farley says I've seen all 5. Not as much
Wow.
as Ghoulies though. And Robert says also he adds, "Oh, I've wasted my life."
Forgotten about Ghoulies. I don't think I'll be watching all 5 Critters, but
Robert
I
also
might-
says, "Did you have the guy at the beginning of the VHS tapes explaining the certifications in Holland?"
Simon Bates.
Right. I bet Leon would remember the guy from UK tapes. I don't think
Yeah,
we had that.
Bates. Sexual swear words was the takeaway from that.
Nice. That sounds good. Okay, this is gonna be our final match, I think, right?
Okay.
Yep. Let's put
I haven't,
everything into
haven't-
this.
I haven't really looked who I've picked, but I'll just go with it.
All right. And
You have to go over the footage and count the battles up.
yeah, for sure.
No cheating. I'll verify it.
I think I'm for my as far as my feeling on this goes, I think I'm slightly leading now in matches.
Okay.
Yeah.
I suspect you're right. I suspect.
Slightly, not by much,
Yeah, maybe 3 or 4.
but maybe I'm wrong.
No, I would say so. I think you're a few ahead. Probably going to be more now.
Maybe. It's not over until it's over. Oh yeah, I read about that in the. I did play the tutorial again after we had our testing session, and I remember that
Oh,
they
yeah.
said like it was a good tactic also to dash in on on your enemy and then use the Y button, the bullet cancel thing for
to
for
get
extra
it.
special attacks,
Okay.
and that just happened.
Like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Huh.
Okay, I was wondering when are you going to do this?
Now.
Yep, good stuff.
Oh,
I
you
had
were waiting for me.
I had the hype
You-
beam loaded.
Trixie Sly Bust.
Yeah.
Stupid goldfish bullhead.
Did you pick the goldfish ballhead again?
No, I was calling that. I was calling you that this time.
Really?
Just pure insult. Yeah.
Wow. We're on that.
Gloves are off.
The gloves are completely off now. Let's not be polite anymore.
I feel like we've known each other long enough now for
I think so, yeah. We can do that.
unfair abuse.
Total abuse. So you got the cue that your ability has been activated, huh? Ganbatte. Ooh. Oh my word.
Pummeling.
I'm getting showered. Yeah, I'm dead. That one stray little needle hit me. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I got through all those big lasers, the sweeping lasers, and then that one stray needle hit me.
This is the difference between you and me. That's what he said. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
I was just reading.
They're very enthusiastic during these battles, the characters.
It's kind of
Par-
anime trope, isn't it?
yeah, par for the course. Beam!
Not now.
Oh, I wanted to do that first. Holy moly. Where's my high beam?
Come on. Come on. Come on.
Alright, here we go. Ah! I was pressing the boss button like crazy.
You were in overheat.
Yeah, I was in overheat. I couldn't activate it. Oh yeah, if you're in overheat, you cannot activate your boss mode. That was very well played, Leon.
Good match to close. Well, I think so anyway.
Me too, me too. Whew! Alright, that was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
Games. Thanks to anyone who put up with us.
Yeah.
Well,
thanks for putting up with us. I hope that was enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm actually quite curious to look back at the footage now, like all the stuff that was going on. So I'll edit this whole thing afterwards and then upload it to YouTube.
Okay.
Good stuff. Thanks, Leon, for being such a sportsman and doing this with me.
Cheers. Apart from the brutal insults. Yeah.
The fishbowl head thing, right?
And the sulking. Yeah. Apart from that, I'm a gentleman and a sportsman.
Exactly. All right. So thanks all for coming on. On Friday, I'll be back on the Kaner Rins Twitch with Gradius. Yeah, my performance has been rather shameful. I'm inching closer to the goal bit by bit, but not quite getting there yet.
It's a tough game. I'm playing the various versions of the arcade version.
Oh yeah, that's even a higher level. That's even tougher. Yeah.
Which I have finished before, but haven't again recently.
Yeah.
But yes, and then Vulcan Venture or Gradius.
Oh yeah,
too.
That's a monster.
Yeah. Save states will be deployed for that one because, frankly, I ain't good enough to beat that properly. Sadly.
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I definitely want to get the clear on NES Gradius. I've been wanting that all my life, and maybe then afterwards on the stream I'll move on to Gradius 5 to do that.
Oh, beautiful!
To that on stream as well.
What a game! We still need an HD version of that. Please.
Yeah. Yes, Konami, do it.
Please, Konami.
Alright guys, thanks all for coming on. On Thursday I'm also doing more High Spirits radio stuff on this channel. So yeah, see you on the next stream. Bye bye.
Bye bye.